What is up, people? WWE News here, rocking the hurt. And I wanted to make my quick little video thoughts on Antonio Cesaro. Honestly, my opinion on Antonio Cesaro is he plays a good character. Honestly, he's a good wrestler. I don't know if he really got kicked out of the rugby league, but I think that's just to go along with his character. But if he really did, he's really aggressive, and I really like that on WWE wrestlers. How they're very aggressive in spots, and they're able to be the superstar that they can be, and very great and very grateful of what they're doing. Now, I like what they're doing with him and Oksana, and honestly, when I first heard him joining WWE, I thought, oh great, here's a guy that's gonna come in. He's kind of green, he doesn't know a lot about the sport, and then he kind of went a little aggressive. And I like about how people are kind of aggressive but kind of laid back. If you don't know what I mean by that, I mean they're really aggressive sometimes, and they can kind of lay back and kind of be aggressive. I really like that in wrestlers, and Goldberg was an aggressive wrestler just like Ryback is. And I like that about Goldberg, but the thing was, he wasn't that laid very back, really that great. So I thought, in my opinion, that he could rise up, and he did rise up. And Goldberg, quote unquote, who's next? Well, I'll tell you who's next. And it's Antonio Cesaro. Even though he's competing in WWE Superstars, or NXT as they like to call it, the jobber shows, I'd like to see how WWE main event plans out in October. But, maybe I could see WWE growing on Antonio Cesaro and kind of laying back Ryback. Although I like what they're doing with Tyler Rex and Ryback. So my thoughts on Antonio Cesaro, I think he's very good at an opponent. And I think that he's very great. And some other points apart I wanted to catch on were Antonio Cesaro's sense of humor. Not really humor, but like his attitude, I would say, towards Oksana and other opponents through the ring. I really like his aggressiveness with opponents, and I really like how he really forms well with other WWE superstars. Even though he's jobbing, I would like him see to face against like Brodus Clay. He already faced Santino, and my dad says he sucks, but he's a really good offensive wrestler. Subscribe.